And they ain't got it like that, man. Hating when we shine, but sleeping when we grind. Make a nigga lose his mind. How you got it like that?
Way.
Let's
Ready?
get it.
All right, 3, 2. Hey, yo, what's going on, everybody? Check it out. It's another episode of the Wild Weight podcast segment, whatever you want to call it. And I'm sitting here with a very, 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 very special guest. And for all of those who don't know, I'm gonna go ahead and let you introduce yourself. Go ahead, tell them who you is and what you do.
What's up? Peace, y'all. My name is Hardaway, hip hop artist, realist, intellectual. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, Eric, you're actually from Fredericksburg. That's correct.
Yeah.
Now, for those who might have it confused as like what all is Virginia, can you explain the difference between maybe like a Fredericksburg and like a Norfolk to somebody who might not know?
I mean, well, to those who might not know, Fredericksburg is more so in what you would consider the northern part of Virginia. We don't consider it northern Virginia, but it's like, if you think about geographical location, it's in the northern part. It's the midway point between DC and Richmond. So that's what Fredericksburg is. It's a real growing town. It's like a commuter city, you know what I'm saying? When I was coming up, it was a commuter city for like other people who would work in DC. If not, it was just people who were working in Fredericksburg, but it wasn't really a good job infrastructure out there, you know what I'm saying? Like as far as like good corporate jobs and like, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's building now, but it took some time to get there and it's still slowly on the rise. Norfolk is like, I mean, you got 7 cities all around it. It's just a culture, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? We at the southern corner part. So, I don't know. It's just something about Norfolk, man. Just different, man. You know what I'm saying? Be out here swimming with the sharks, man. That's what it is. Like, it's just something about it that I like about it, man. I can't describe it.
Now, what did you ever look at being from Fredericksburg like a hindrance to what you were doing?
Nah.
No.
Cause you can't choose where you was born.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I cannot look at somewhere I was born as a hindrance. You know what I'm saying? You look at it like that, I mean, you already just stopped before you was born. You know what I'm saying? Like you got like that's like telling J. Cole, yo, how you see look coming from Fayetteville? Like he ain't care. He still was a nice rapper. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I said, it's not where you from, it's where you going. You feel me?
So even within moving from Fredericksburg and then moving down to Norfolk, how many projects and maybe songs do you have all together by now?
It started from like you want to say like I started rapping in Fredericksburg, so like my whole career, or you want me?
Sure. Total.
Gotta be like official and unofficial, like what's not on Apple Music. Like probably like 13, 14. You know what I'm saying? 13, 14 projects. You know, and then you gotta think I'm a hip hop artist, producer. So I do both, you know what I'm saying? So it's projects I produce too, you know what I'm saying? Like if you want to throw those up there, I got like 20, you know what I'm saying? Like so it's like yeah, I got extensive body of work for.
So and all that body of work, how would you describe maybe your sound?
My sound is just me. My sound is, I want to say it's like a wealth of knowledge to a degree. You know what I'm saying? When people listen to my music, I want them to get like wisdom or something that's gonna help them to further on their shit. It's like when you listen to Reasonable Doubt. Like I still listen to Reasonable Doubt to this day and still get gems and jewels from it or little reminders. And that's how I want my music to be received. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cool to flash, it's cool to flex, but let me give you some wisdom to show you like what it is and not what it appears to be. You know what I'm saying? So I would describe it as a lot of wisdom, a lot of flow. It's just me, man. I mean, I can't describe it. I say versatile but adaptable, but it's still me. At the core, solid foundation is me. So that's all I could give you, man. Yeah, you feel me?
So if let's say I never heard of you before, what's maybe a song or a project you would probably say, hey, go listen to this?
Oh, it is what it is.
It is what it is?
Yeah.
Why is that one?
Lead single, That's probably like my best video to date, and I fuck with the song, and I'm still pushing it. You know what I'm saying? Like with that song, I was like, man, how far can I push it? You feel me? Like, and it's still people still go up. Like you gotta understand too. If somebody hasn't heard something before, it's still new to them. So you gotta get to them too. You know what I'm saying? The people who haven't heard it before. Shit could be 2, 3 years old, but you can still go. You know what I'm saying? Play it for them, and they think it's fresh out, something new. You know, so um, yeah, I point them to it is what it is. You know, or if they more now, let's say if we have a discussion or something like that, and I get to know more who they are, and they say they more of a hip hop head, then I would divert them to more of like Bust Down or God Given. You know what I'm saying? So
More so
that's
already appealing to them. Okay, I understand.
yeah, cause like that's where the versatility comes in. That's why I describe myself as versatile, cause I could give you like a radio hit and then come back and give you lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Or come back and give you a nice, chill, relaxing type, easy listening type song. You know what I'm saying? Like I could hit you from all angles. You know, so yeah.
So even with your new song, you recommend that like your proudest song to date? You would say?
Nah, I mean, I'm proud of all my shit. So you know what I'm saying? I mean, but uh.
What about moments? Do you have a maybe like a proudest moment yet?
Mm. One of my proud moments is hearing my joint on the radio. Like, I mean, 103 Jams, I had a song on the radio before, but when hearing it on there and then hearing it on 106.5 The Beat in Richmond, once I heard it on there, I was like, oh yeah, like, okay. Yeah, I got some motion. Like, okay, this shit going. And then I'm seeing my Shazams go up, and my Shazams is going up. You could tell because I got two versions. You got the radio edit and the explicit. The radio edit only play on the radio, so I'm just seeing my Shazams go up for the radio edit like crazy. So I'm like, oh yeah, I know it's doing something. That was probably one of my proud moments. Um, another one of my proud moments randomly, like I was out with my girl, and we went to we was out downtown. We was about to, I think, kick it at PBR or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and a dude came up to me because we was outside of the jump and at Waterside, just probably looking for something to eat. Dude came up to me random. He was like, "Yo, I like your music, man. Like, you might not know what you do, but you really touch people, bro. Keep rapping and doing your thing." And just stepped off. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, word. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit ain't no coincidence, you know? And it's like, okay, if I'm appealing to people like that means I gotta keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'll get to the masses eventually. You feel me? We gonna work that out. That's what we working on now. But shoot, I'm touching people like that. I know I got something. You know. So them two for real. And then just having people like when my shit was playing on the radio, having people hit me up like, "Yo, I heard your joint on the radio." Like, oh, like I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, so yeah, those are my recent proudest moments. You know. So yeah.
So now let's go ahead and put this all together, right? Coming from Fredericksburg all the way to hearing your song on the radio. And so let's take us back to the beginning. Do you remember the first day you decided you was going to rap?
Hell yeah.
Let's talk about that day.
Basically, it was just essentially nobody was like. So I was a producer before I was a rapper.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? But prior to me even being a producer, I was a DJ. So my father's a DJ. He taught me the turntables at like 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? By 7, I'm like doing my own parties. He put me on his, like, sometimes when he get tired, he be like, yeah, son, go ahead, take over. You know what I'm saying? And he'll split me the money too. Like, sometimes he split me the money. Like, I'm like 8, 9, you know what I'm saying, 10, getting shoes and shit, you know what I'm saying, buying all the material shit. But yeah, so from that to producing and producing the rapper. So when the transition from producing the rapper was like, damn, nobody buying my beats. I already be coming up with songs in my head. Every producer probably will come up with a song in their head while they making the beat or after they making the beat. You know what I'm saying? A song that they probably have it laid out or some verses or something. But I would always rap to it, and I was just like, why not? Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody copying my shit. I got the tools and resources. Fuck it. And at the time, I was working at Checkers. So I started rapping around 15, 16. So I was working at Checkers. I had like $400 in my savings. I took that out. Went to Guitar Center, caught me a dynamic mic, interface.
What kind of microphone was it?
What was that joint? It's $100. It was what was it? MP? I forgot. Was it Audio Suite? Is it the Audio Suite or MP something? I forgot. But I copped that joint, you know what I'm saying? And started recording the Fruit Loops from there, you know what I'm saying? And I was recording, like, and that's another thing too.
At that point, what version of Fruit Loops was that? Or FL was that?
7.
Dang, we're
6
on
or 7.
Yeah, we're on almost 21.
That's what
now,
I'm saying,
you know?
bro. You feel me? But like prior to that, I would record. Like prior to that, I would record because I was at like 15, 16. I'm in high school. But middle school, I kind of did some little joints, you know what I'm saying, playing with the auto tune and Fruity Loops and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But when I got to high school and I looked at it, I took it serious. That's when I really went in and I was like, all right, bet. This is what I'm gonna do, you know what I'm saying? So that's what really just took it over. I was like, nobody buying my beats? Cool. I'm gonna just rap now. Fuck it, you know what I'm saying?
So outside of your dad being a DJ, did you have like another circle of people maybe influencing you to do it?
Yeah. Cause all my homies knew I made beats, so they was fucking with me. There was a couple local rappers that spit over my shits, but when I did it, it was solely me, and I dropped my first song. So I did a freestyle. I mean, I did not a freestyle, but I spit over Wiz Khalifa, Say Yeah. Yeah, and I did that, and I made my own joint to it, and I just dropped it on like Facebook, you know what I'm saying? Just to see how people was rocking with it, and then people started rocking with it. I was like, all right, bet, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, that's what it is, you know what I'm saying? That's what we gonna do, you know? So, yeah.
Okay. So, now you mentioned earlier, like one of your proudest moments were kind of reflecting on somebody telling you how impactful your song was.
Mm-hmm.
Was that always the reason why you first started? Was it always about being impactful, or did your, I guess, reasons change or evolve to that point?
For me, I mean, so it's always about being impactful, because like, whether you like it or not, when you become an artist, you're going to impact somebody, you know what I'm saying? So you got to be impactful, you got to be mindful of what you say. But yeah, it has grown. I mean, there's always something for me at the beginning. If you're not doing it for yourself, it's not, everybody know you're not gonna be doing it. They're not gonna feel it, you know what I'm saying? But so I do it for self first, like as just like mental therapy, you know, creatively expressing something. Sometimes just to get the stress off, sometimes just to capture excitement, you know what I'm saying? And then once I make it, then it's for the people, you know what I'm saying? Because then it's like, okay, now the people can attain it. And it's like, all right, it's for y'all, but whether y'all like it or not, you know what I'm saying, it's still for me at the core of this shit, you know what I'm saying? But it started to change when I realized I had a voice and it's bigger than me. You feel me? Like, a lot of people stop because they just think for themselves and this ain't going nowhere, or, you know what I'm saying, or shit ain't working out, or whatever. But when I realized this shit is bigger than me, like, and I can't stop here, that's when I was like, all right, that's when like shit kind of changed and I started to look at music in a different way, you know what I'm saying? So,
Was personal life, like things going on in your personal life, kind of a factor to maybe you reaching that, I guess, sense of existentialism, seeing it was bigger than yourself?
To a degree. To a degree. I mean, I just felt like it was a bigger purpose. You can't be selfish with this, you know what I'm saying? And one of my homies, you know what I'm saying, Super said that shit to me too. He was just like, bro, you got a gift, bro, for you not to use your gift. You know what I'm saying? It's like you deny yourself to the world, you know what I'm saying? And whatever the creator gave you, you know what I'm saying, your supreme intelligence or what you manifested from your mind, you denying that supreme intelligence, you know what I'm saying, that you built up all this time. So, you know, I think anything that anybody do with good intentions and with consistency is always bigger than them, you know what I'm saying? So, it did give me character though. It did give me a retrospect on my purpose, you know what I'm saying? And being like, damn, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So outside of, I guess, even with that, what are some other major things, I guess, even the chasing the dream or incorporating how that plays out in personal life? What kind of major lessons do you think you've learned along the way?
Major lessons. Um, enjoy, enjoy your craft first and foremost. Don't lose sight of the enjoyment of your craft.
You're your own worst critic.
Huh?
You're like one of your own worst critics.
Yeah, all the time. But it's still enjoying your craft, like not even just being your own worst critic. Cause anything I make, I'm always rock with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's just like, don't forget to enjoy it. Don't get caught up in trying to do things for the business side or just go back to your core self and just always enjoy the process of making it and the process of creation itself. You know what I'm saying? That's one. A lot of life will bear you down and won't, like, life problems will have you feeling like you don't want to be creative or will try to block you from your creativity. But that's your time to break through and break those barriers. You know what I'm saying? That's one lesson. Another lesson, man, is just see things for what they are and not what they appear to be. And stay on your square. Like, when I say stay on your square, stay on your truth. Like, and make sure your truth is true. Because a lot of people stand and say, this is my truth, but it's a lie. So, you know what I'm saying? Stand on your truth and make sure your truth is true. Like, you know, in any event, you know what I'm saying? People are going to try to trick you, mislead you, everything in this world, you know what I'm saying? Every day, every way. So you got to be firm in yourself and know yourself so you can stand on your square. So when they do come, you be like, nah, that's bullshit. I know that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Get out my face. You feel me? So, yeah.
That's deep. That's deep. Definitely, when you're aware of yourself, you definitely make others. It makes you very aware of others. What about speaking of others? Like, did you have, even on that note, did you have other people you kind of kept around? Maybe not even directly in music that kind of helped shape you as you played like a major part in your life?
Yeah, I mean, even coming up, I mean, if you want to start from Fredericksburg, bro, like, my bro Wesley Rose. So when I first started rapping, he just stopped playing football. He was on the high school football team. Like, bro could really got a scholarship, a lot of shit, playing football. He stopped because he found a newfound love for photography. And with that, once he got it, once he's getting into photography, I was just like, bro, you want to shoot my first mixtape cover? And that's how we built the bond, you know what I'm saying? And from him, I've always learned a lot. Even to this day, we still build from time to time. And when I talk to him, I get insight from him, like, you know what I'm saying? Just about life in general, you know what I'm saying? And we you know what I'm saying, we discuss like religion, you know what I'm saying, as far as like Christianity. I'm not religious myself, but he, you know what I'm saying, he's a Christian and he comes from a source of truth. So I could talk to him about the truth about Christianity, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, different topics and different things that dive into that and the historical events that dive into that, you know what I'm saying? But he was one that really helped me along the way. My man John P, that's my brother for life. Like, after my first tape, I did a tape with him called The Undiscovered in Fredericksburg, and that shit went crazy. Like, we was in high school going to talent shows, but headlining the talent shows. So after they chose the winner and shit, we performed. You know what I'm saying? And people be there for us to perform. Like, bro, like, we, like, man, like, that
Already won before y'all started.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So Josh, my brother, and we started like a whole little team, you know what I'm saying? We called it LOOK, Leaders of Our Own Kind, you know what I'm saying? and that joint was just hard. You know what I'm saying? So him, um, who else was my cousin Kosh, down at NC. I always used to talk to him. We always used to link. Every time we would link, we would always chop up. I always value his opinion, and anytime I make a song, like anytime I make a project or anything that I feel like it's serious, I always run it past him. I got to get the approval and his grade. You know what I'm saying? Him, my man Whip. Whip is another one that I value his music opinion. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Whip is like he's like my he's creative direction as far as like my music, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to artwork and things of that nature. So he really helps me to shape and mold my sound, you know what I'm saying? And then who else, man, just coming up along the way? Of course my man Blick, you know what I'm saying? That's now though, you know what I'm saying? Blick and my cousin Slim, you know, them two, they always influence me, you know what I'm saying? Those was like the main ones though.
Any musical influences? Like, who did you listen to growing up?
Coming up, I was like, it's a variety of shit, man. But people that I cling to when I came up, man, like as a kid, who I listened to as a kid, we was into like Kendrick, Schoolboy, but even prior to that, man, we was just blog era heavy kids, you know what I'm saying? I was always a Spitter fan though, Currency's fan. Like Currency's my favorite rapper. My favorite artist is Jay Dilla. You know what I'm saying? I like Jay Dilla because I've always been a Jay Dilla fan, like early, like probably like starting late middle school, early high school, man. And that's just because Dilla was all around artist. He could produce and rap, and he just captured a sound that nobody could catch, and captured a bounce that nobody could like catch, like a swing. Like if you know what a swing is in a beat, like he captured that shit so well. But he's my favorite artist. But now my favorite rapper is Currency, because like I was listening to Currency since middle school, bro, and he really was like a lot of my upbringing. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of wisdom. He be speaking, and he really real live made it, in my eyes, make it seem like it's possible as an independent artist to make it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times as an independent artist, you on this grind, you like, dog, when some shit gonna turn the corner, and just seeing him do it all independent, and him actually turning down the deal with Young Money to do Jet Life. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, I always have respect for him. You feel me? So, him, who else? Like I said, Kendrick. Got Tribe Called Quest. Got Mos Def. Who else? Rock Marciano. It's always, every time somebody asks the question, I can't really think of it. You know what I'm saying? Wiz,
Unless it's ever changing, you know.
Wiz definitely. You know what I'm saying? I listen to Gucci, Jeezy, Wayne, of course. Yes, Wayne. Wayne was a heavy
Undeniable,
influence.
right?
Yeah. Wayne, bro. Drought 3. Yeah. So, there's other influences too, man. Key, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Key, you know
You
what I'm
think
saying?
any of them really, any major ones play like a factor in your sound?
Nah,
No.
not in my sound. I might
Might not take no
I take inspiration from it. Like I hear some hot shit, I be like, damn, that shit fire. But I don't want to go in the studio and make it sound like that. I go in there, I be like, oh, that is gonna inspire me to make my own shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna do me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's almost as if like if I see let's say my man start a business, he getting a bag. Okay, bet, yeah, that's inspiring me to turn up and do what I do and how I get my bag. You feel what I'm saying? I can't get it the way he necessarily get it, but the way I'm getting it is gonna inspire me to get it that way. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, like so, yeah. So, I'm good. All right, bet, yeah. So, yeah, bro, yeah. That's what I don't necessarily take. It don't mold my sound. It just help with the inspiration.
So what in So what inspired the merch? I see you had a website where you sell not only your own music and your beats.
Man,
What inspired the
still
merch?
alright,
Like,
man.
how'd you even come up with the name behind all this?
I mean, well, this is still I rise. This is just for my latest EP. You know what I'm saying? Out now on all streaming platforms, man. You know, and I just made it for real. For real, I just went and Illustrator made these joints. You know what I'm saying? Made the font and everything. They got it printed. You know what I'm saying? So, but
And you said that was attached to an EP that you
yeah,
dropped, the Still I Rise?
yeah,
Merch for an EP, yeah,
yeah.
smart.
So that I mean that's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? Always gotta have some way for your fans or anybody to support you, you know what I'm saying? So you know, I just drop the merch here and there and let people, you know what I'm saying, cop up when they can, you feel me?
And the other ones too, they're all
Yeah, like well, Real as Red Tees, nah, they just was just like a one off that I did. I just wanted to drop. Just to get like the Real as Red branding out there for the label, you know what I'm saying? Um but and then what else is up there? You got that. Um I did have what is that? Love Isn't Perfect hoodies. I took them joints down though. But like all the other merch is just merch, you know what I'm saying? Just to have for people to buy and for people to support, you know.
How did you figure out how to do that? Do you do it on yourself? Did you do it yourself, or did you like have somebody do that for you?
I mean, I had a brand before. I ran a brand before, so I know how to like source, design, you know what I'm saying? And then like even like with my bread and butter, like as far as like my day job, you feel me? I started off, but like going to college and going through college, I had a graphic design job, you know what I'm saying? So I picked up that skill from there and I was able to use that to make the different graphics that go on the shirts and that go on the merch, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just source it, find, you know what I'm saying, find the blank, make the design in my mind of how I want to see it, you know what I'm saying? I might draw it out first and then put it in Illustrator and then boom, and then go and get it printed, you know what I'm saying?
And what about pressing? How do you go about doing that? Is that like how if somebody wanted to go ahead and start that today? How about on average? How much should that cost them?
I say at least $1,000.
$1,000, and with $1,000, what should they expect if you get to spend $1,000? How many presses? How soon? What should they all have maybe prepared going into that?
If you got $1,000, you should have $1,000, your design, what article of clothing you want, like what you want to press up, you know what I'm saying? And then from there, cause you want to spend your money, I mean, it's gonna be the batch, and then you could get about. So let's say if you do t-shirts, you know what I'm saying? You could probably get about 48 t-shirts pressed up, you know what I'm saying? 48 to 56. That's probably not gonna run you about no more than like 400, 500 with the person sourcing the blanks and everything. Other half you gotta use for marketing, getting the shit out there. You know what I'm saying?
So actually the pressing is actually cheaper. You already budgeted in the marketing for it, like, cause you just.
Yeah.
So how important, scale 1 to 10, how important is marketing to you then?
Very important. Very
Yeah.
important, bro. It's like
How much would you budget for it? It's like
I mean,
double,
if
right?
you like I said, if you just trying to start a brand off the ground, I'll just say that 500 for that, 500 for marketing, and then because you're gonna have to do what lookbook photos, you're gonna have to do however much content you need to promote on social and to promote just on the web in general. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what that other 500 is for, to get your name out there. You know what I'm saying? Because you can have good product, but who gonna know? Ain't nobody gonna come if they don't know about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you build a big ass resort, but don't nobody know about that shit is gonna lose money unless you tell people about it. You gotta tell people about it. You feel me? So yeah, yeah.
So really, there you have it. You was all look. There somebody was almost about to say they couldn't do it, and then you hear them out. You really only need the 500 to get it done, but you better have the other half to tell somebody about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gotta let somebody know. So even with that, what about the website hosting aspect about that? Did you do that yourself as well?
Yeah, I went through Squarespace to do it, but yeah, I designed it and you know what I'm saying, put it all together myself as far as the pages and all that. Cause that's like my daytime job. Like I said, my bread and butter. Like my 9 to 5, I'm a web developer by day. You know what I'm saying? So I just know how to put that shit together. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Yeah.
And you have it, web developer by day. So even if somebody wanted to be whatever they are by day and a rapper by night, with the experience you have at this point, what would be your step one through step whatever, how to be a rapper blueprint?
One, be yourself. Like, be yourself. Uh, Once you be yourself and once you comfortable with yourself. Two, rap about it. Write some raps, rap about it, lay some tracks down. And then three, promote that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy. It's not as like it was back in the day. Like, we got mics right here. We doing this all in house. You know what I'm saying? We do a lot of things in house nowadays that you couldn't do back then. You know what I'm saying? So let's do the shit. You know what I'm saying? Be yourself. Once you understand yourself and you know who you are as a person, rap about it. Put it to a track. You know what I'm saying? Get you some tracks ready. Maybe put out a single. People fuck up with it. Repeat the process. You know? Yeah.
Get the singles jumping. It's really that simple.
Yeah.
Get in the studio, get that single jumping. And then come back for more songs if you need some more.
Yeah.
But let's even be real, right? Even with all the experience, because at this point, you say you were around 15. So how about how long you were doing this? So all together again, like
I mean, shit, my whole life, you want to say just music in general.
yeah.
Like from 5, you know what I'm saying? I'm 29 now. So yeah, but if you want to say producer, I started producing around like 12, 13. And I started rapping around 15, 16. So rapping 13 years, just about producing, about what, 15, 16 years. And then DJing, I mean, that's never gonna go away. But I don't DJ frequently now, but I can still spin. You know what I'm saying? I know how BPMs and the match tempos and how to mix and blend and scratch and cut. But yeah, as far as those two things, yeah, I'd say about 16 years.
So even with all that experience, what do you still feel like you still need to improve on today?
Consistency. And making the people feel me. People know I can make music, know I can make music good, but I feel like they need to know who I am, and I have to continuously be in their face about who I am. Not like I can continuously be in your face with the music too, but it got to be a combination that go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's like the fans got to feel you too. Like it's not like, I mean, back in the day the fans understood or felt rappers, but it's from a distance. You know what I'm saying? Like versus now, like they fuck with your personality, and even me too. I like to look at and see the artist's personality because it make me fuck with the music more, and it make me understand the music more. It's almost like I said, like with Reasonable Doubt, I ain't started listening to Reasonable Doubt till I turned like 18, 19, because I didn't understand what Jay was saying. Nor did I understand Jay's story. You feel what I'm saying? And when I went back and did the nods to Jay's story and how he came up, Reasonable Doubt sounded 10 times better than what he did when I didn't. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you understand that artist's story and that artist's journey, like that's what helps you to connect with them more. And that's what I'm striving to learn is how do I get people to connect with my story and people to connect with who I am as a person, as me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people already do, but more. You know what I'm saying? Got to improve it more. So that's why I feel like I lack a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So
There you have it, man. It's like we ain't superhuman. Everybody is still human. Everybody still got better. Got to get better. And this is also called the why wait. So once again, why are people waiting? And I don't know. We still do it too. And what kind of goes through your mind when you notice yourself procrastinating? What kind of those thinking thoughts that kind of can break you out of that?
they could break me out of there, or they keep me there.
Both.
What keeps me there is frustration. It's not more so like frustration, like I'm really angry. It's just frustration where it's like it's the process is fuzzy. So it's like like I'm still trying to work out the process. If the process isn't clear, sometimes I'll just be like you know what I'm saying? Because me, I'm kind of like a systematic person, so I got step by step. You know what I'm saying? Procedures for how shit, like how to carry out certain shit. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm doing something and in the process, I got to alter the process somehow, and it gets fuzzy, if I get frustrated, it keep me in that fuzziness, you know what I'm saying? How I break out of it, though, I just step away, take a walk, read, or think about some other shit, you know what I'm saying, before I come back to it, and then come back to it with a clear mind. So, yeah.
Do you have any other habits outside of hobbies outside of music that kind of help you or generate those kind of musical inspirations?
I like working out. Even though I'm like a skinny nigga, I still like working out because it's like you just it's cool. You could just take your stress out on yourself and make yourself feel and look better. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, that's probably the main thing. Like I said, walking, going to the gun range. You feel what I'm saying? You know, what else though? Of course, smoking a little bit, but that's not really, you know what I'm saying? Not the go-to, you know what I'm saying? It's just something to do at leisure time. But that what else? That's about it, man. For real.
Nice.
Yeah.
So speaking, this is also always definitely for the people, right? So thinking of the people and thinking of the area, what do you think are like the pros and cons of maybe being specifically maybe being a upcoming artist from the 757 area?
The pros is it's like it's a gumbo pot. Like it's so far as sound goes, so you can get a lot of different sounds out of here, which is dope. You know what I'm saying? It's just very dope. It's not one sound. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like about it, and I like the mass amounts. Like you don't gotta leave the 7.5 to get your to experience 7 different cultures. You know what I'm saying? Amongst the 7 cities, bro. Like everybody can see it. You can go to each city and find a different culture. You know what I'm saying? And feel a different culture. I think the cons is no business infrastructure. It's no tax dollars really going into music, specifically our music is hip hop culture. You know what I'm saying? It's no tax dollars going to that, and it's no regulations that cater to that into the city. You know what I'm saying? So when there's no regulation that caters to us, to the arts, which is hip hop, and there's no tax dollars and no tax revenue that's supporting it, of course it's gonna be harder for an independent artist to thrive. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nobody looking for it, and it's not a business infrastructure around that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the cons of being here.
Do we have any kind of solutions maybe in mind how we could probably fix that?
With that regulation, bro, that takes that's just money, man. Cause that's money and networks and politics. I feel like it will change. Like I ain't gonna lie, for real, it's striving to make a change. You know what I'm saying? Like because before him, it won't nobody doing anything in the city. You know what I'm saying? Before him, it won't nobody doing nothing in Virginia Beach or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, the fact that he started doing it, like he leading the way, it's like, damn, we got something to look forward to as Virginians. So, but other than that, yo, unless you could persuade them, like, and you see how Virginia Beach was talking, it's like, yo, we want you to bring it back. I got mad tax dollars, but I mean, it's still justice for Donovan Lynch too. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like,
Facts.
it's just like, you just gotta break these barriers, man. Cause one way or another, they gotta accept us. Hip hop's the #1 genre in the world, so it behoove you to not have something that's catering to that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all cater to rock, y'all cater to classic, classical, y'all cater to jazz. Come on, cater to hip hop. It's not all gangster rap. You know what I'm saying? It's not all murder music. Nah, we got some actual dope artists out here who actually talk about real shit. We actually talk about some dope shit. And we actually got dope craft. You feel what I'm saying? You seen that at the Mighty Dream Forum. You know what I'm saying? All them artists in one place. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now it's just like I said, the business infrastructure just gotta have that money and them tax dollars built into it, man. So, yeah.
Gotta get some money. Mm-hmm. So it's definitely one thing about Virginia is definitely cultivating pot, a pot that cultivates diversity. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. there is a lot of uniqueness, but everybody, even within that uniqueness, everybody has something special about themselves. So even through all that, what do you think is like your special, unique characteristic about yourself? Maybe as to why you are here where you are today.
Um, I'm genuine. I'm genuine, and I got a hard work ethic. I think that's just at the core of the things. That's just the two things. You know what I'm saying? Um, I guess that's what brought me here, man. Um, the hard work ethic, cause like once I lock in on something, I'm gonna get it done. You know what I'm saying? Um, being genuine, I mean, it's something that often goes overlooked. It's like overlooked. Now, I wouldn't even say underappreciated because the real appreciate genuine people. You know what I'm saying? And that's all that matters. You don't need to fake appreciating genuine people. What's the point of that? You know what I'm saying? It's just real recognized real. So I think being genuine, I pride myself on doing that because it's like in the world full of bullshit, bro. You need somebody that's just gonna give you truth and just be straight up with you and not cut no corners with you. You know what I'm saying? Or just be there for you in a genuine manner. Or even if they can't be there for you, they could tell you why they can't be there for you. Just being genuine. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Definitely got a second to being genuine. You know what I'm saying? You can't stress that enough. Okay, and even then, so if we compile all this, right? We take everything and we take it from the beginning up until now, and we compile it maybe to like a life lesson, right? All right, so I figured out mine was more so you don't have to wait for something to happen to make a move. It's kind of how what I had to learn. What do you think would be maybe your title of or the life lesson or story thus far?
Mm. Um, I'm trying. I'm trying to see how I want to word this. Put yourself first, and I don't mean that in like a deceptive way, but put yourself first in all times. Like yourself and what you're striving, your goals. Put yourself and your goals first at all times, bro. Because you know what I'm saying. If you don't, nobody will, and you'll lose yourself trying to put other people in front of yourself. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying. In any manner, always put yourself first, man. Like I feel like those opportunities and things that I miss because I ain't put myself first. You feel what I'm saying? Uh, there's things I could have done that I feel like I didn't do, and I didn't see because I didn't put myself first. You know what I'm saying? So my mind was my third eye wasn't seeing it straight. You feel me? So that's why I say, because I put myself first, I'd be in a better predicament. You feel me? Well, not in a better predicament. How I put myself first, I feel like I'd be further on than what I am. But at the same time, you can't even say that because everything's written. Everything's already predicted. So it's like I'm on the path that I was destined to be on. You know what I'm saying? But I just say put yourself first. That's why I say. If I could talk to my younger self, I'd be like, yo, put yourself first, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Any specific moments where you kind of reflect on that lesson to where that was maybe vital to you, where you should have put yourself first?
Nah, not specific moments. Not that I can think of right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So outside of putting yourself first, what other advice would you give to somebody who aspires to maybe regardless of what it is, even if it is to rap or maybe even to learn web development or I'm sorry, web design and graphic design and anything they wanted to do, what would you maybe your token of advice you would give to them?
Don't limit yourself. Oh, and don't let don't let your outside influences stop you from trying something that's new. That's what I say. If I'd have let like people clowning me and all that shit stop me from doing things that was quote unquote not normal or not common amongst my people, bro, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. You know what I'm saying? Like, even just web development, just being into that and just learning how to code, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's something different that is not praised amongst my people, you know what I'm saying? But if I had to just, you know what I'm saying, with the crowd, I wouldn't have gotten a job like that, you feel me? I wouldn't have had a skill for myself, you know what I'm saying? So I say, like, yeah, just, and find curiosity in what's uncommon, you know what I'm saying? Because that could be a way out, you know. So, and it's a lot of things that's uncommon. Like, it's a lot of things that I've done in my lifetime that I wouldn't think I would have normally done, you know what I'm saying? Just being myself and hanging and just being around my peoples, you know what I'm saying? Not to take nothing away from them, but it's like, yo, when you get around a different group of people, a different network, and you do something different, you know what I'm saying? Like a different activity. Like, they say you never skydived before, so you go skydive. You're like, oh shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, just different shit, man. Just try all different activities, you know what I'm saying? Because life, we only get one life, man. You feel me?
Right.
One physical life, yeah.
No new days, but new people can definitely garner or generate new ideas and new, you know what I'm saying, ways of thinking. And that's why, you know what I'm saying, we're definitely glad to have you up here and give the people, you know what I'm saying, a new perspective on why they should not be waiting. Because look at all that was achieved. You wouldn't have got that if we were still waiting.
Yeah.
It's no point, right?
Yeah, whole time, though. Whole time.
So once again, let them know your name and give them all your socials and where they can connect with you.
You already know, man. It's Era Hardaway. EraHardaway.com. Tap in with me. My music is there. I got merch there. My bio's there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, EraHardaway.com. Era Hardaway on Twitter. Era Hardaway Instagram. Era Hardaway everything, man. So, yeah, man. Peace.
You got anything coming up?
I got EP in the works. That's all I say. I got an EP 2023. That's all I say. EP 2023, man.
EP 2023.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna just have to wait for that. But other than that, this is a Wild Wait podcast, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. We out.
Peace.